guys, welcome back. Sri Lanka Sammi in Supik. Today we are gonna have a wonderful day. I'm gonna talk to you about living that remote life. What is it truly really like? What is the positives? What are the negatives? What are the things you have to think about? I'm gonna teach you how to live life. Join me, why don't you? Hey guys, we're back. So it is a sun shower. It's drizzling a little bit. Hopefully it's just a passing shower, like 5 minutes. Anyway, back to the story. Living that remote life. Well, I think the number one thing to live a remote life is you can't have any anchors. To live a happy, stress-free remote life, you can't have any anchors, family, debt. Okay, those are some of the things that can cause you a lot of stress. The second thing is that you have to be flexible. You have to be able to think on your feet. So for example, someone's watching YouTube. So anyways, you have to be flexible. You have to be able to, like, for example, if you're an online worker, you have to be able to work anytime. Time zones. I mean, here in Philippines, I'm 1 hour behind South Korea. In Sri Lanka, I'm 3.5 hours. So if I have a 6 a.m. class, I'm up at 2:30 in the morning. Granted, I finish my days really early in the afternoon, which means I can go out in the evening. So, flexibility, and to be able to think on your feet. So, you know, if you have an emergency, internet connection, power outage, travel plans, things like that, you need to be able to say, okay, let's do this, let's do that, let's change things around. You need to be flexible on opportunities as well. So for example, I have a new job starting in 2 weeks, which is conflicting with another job. Now, the new job pays more. The new job is more hours. The new job is a longer contract. So what am I going to do? It's starting to rain again. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to contact the client and see what I can do to move the class around. Oh, one thing I want you guys to, some of you have asked, some of my new subscribers, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I was supposed to write it down. My new subscriber from Texas is looking for information, and as well as Tom from Bulgaria. You were looking for apartments. So why don't you call the apartment where I live? So it is a 1-bedroom. We're not oceanside, but we're 100 meters from the ocean. And you can call and ask for Cliff. Here are the numbers. Pause this and give those numbers a call. In Baloy Beach, we are behind Lagoon. So very quiet area, as you can see. The beach is 100 meters in that direction. Quiet area. Landlord is excellent. Cliff is amazing. So yeah, so what else? Visas. Visas are the #1 stressful thing that I have to deal with. These are the things that I absolutely hate about being a digital nomad. So, figuring out your visa. Travel visas aren't that bad on a Canadian passport because I can pretty well go anywhere in the world and not have to worry about visas. I just visa on arrival and I'm good. The problem is the long-term visa. So here in the Philippines, I get 30 days. Now I'm on 60 days, and then I'll get another 30 days to last me till my departure. But there are longer term visas. How do you get them? How much do they cost? What do you have to do? What are the requirements? It's just a pain in the butt. And there's so many videos out there. There's so much information, and it changes every month. So you got to keep up on that. The other thing is money. If you're a digital nomad, you got to figure out a way to get access to your money in a cheap way. Now, other than the one thing I don't like about the Philippines is that it's not a digital society. It is a cash-based society. So I have to import cash. I brought enough with me in cash to last me the 5 months that I'm here. So that wasn't an issue. It's just my day-to-day expenses that I didn't cover. For example, entertainment costs are number one. My what costs? My rent, my electricity, my internet, and my food are all covered. I brought enough cash to last me the 6 months of that. Just the extras, like, you know, $200-300 a month that I spend on, you know, going out, restaurants, etc. That is not covered, and I have to import that. And it's expensive to import money, transfer money from country to country. You have to be able to do it, number one. You have to be able to do it cheaply. So figuring that out is a big, big deal to figure out. And you need to figure it out before you come here. So I did that with my bank. I told them what my plans were, what I'm going to do, and they gave me advice as to how to do it the cheapest. So talk to your bank. Figure out what it is that they can do for you before you travel. And the final thing, this one is a biggie, is medical. You never think about it until you need it. And then when you need it, it's too late. I came to Sri Lanka without medical insurance. And that is not a big deal because in Sri Lanka, medical coverage is very cheap, even private. It's a two-tier system. You have the public system and the private system. The private system is cheap. I got an MRI for less than $100 US. That's pretty good. But when I'm traveling and I don't have, and the thing in Sri Lanka is I have family. So if there's an issue, not to worry, my family is right there to take care of me. Like if I have a heart attack, a stroke, get in a car accident, whatever, my family's there to help. But when I'm traveling, I don't have access to that. I mean, not right away. Obviously, if I get into a serious issue, my family will fly out here and take care of me. But prior to that, no. So you need to be aware of your medical needs and cost-benefit analysis of what medical insurance will cost you. I'm going to tell you that the number one reason I'm working is to build up enough of a nest egg that it will grow as I get older and that I can afford medical care into my 70s and 80s, which I'm being told is going to cost me, $1,000 a month. Right now it's about $100 a month, but as I get older, it's exponentially going to get more and more expensive. So that is the biggest stress, is medical insurance, medical coverage, travel insurance, whatever you want to call it. Now, I'm not talking about the day-to-day expenses, like my going to the dentist, going to the eye doctor, getting a blood test. None of that. My medication, it's all cheap here in Southeast Asia. Very cheap. What I'm talking about is if I have a stroke, a heart attack, or a car accident or something like that. My friend, Tim, you guys saw the video a little while ago, if you've been a member, He got into a bike accident, broke his shoulder, needed surgery. 1 week in the hospital, plus the surgery, cost him 14,000 US dollars. He has to pay out of pocket. That is ridiculous. I don't want to get stuck in that. $14,000. That's just insane. So those are the risks, but the rewards, living in paradise, stress-free living. I've never been happier. Much less stress than I would have had I been living in North America. I'd probably be dead if I was living in North America or in Korea. I wouldn't have been able to save as much money. I'm saving 80% more living here and in Sri Lanka. So please ask me some questions, comment below, tell me what you think. If you have any questions, join my Discord server, join the membership, support me, like, share, subscribe. Sri Lanka Sammi, learn to live life, don't let life live you. I am out.